finally, the last four principles of management proposed by Henri Fayol. And these four principles are stability of personnel, initiative, equity, and esprit de corps. But before we discuss these four principles, it is important for us to revise all those 14 principles which were proposed by Henri Fayol. और वो 14 principles को memorize करने के लिए हमारा memory tool है serious dud case. I'll repeat, serious dud case. जहां serious का S stands for stability of personnel, E stands for equity, R stands for remuneration of employees, I stands for initiative, O stands for order, U stands for unity of command and S stands for scalar chain. ये था serious. और अब DUD का D stands for division of work, U stands for unity of direction and another D stands for discipline. ये हो गया DUD. और जो लास्ट वर्ड है केस, केस का C stands for centralization and decentralization, A stands for authority and responsibility, S stands for subordinate of individual interest to general interest. और लास्ट जो हमारा E है वो है esprit de corps. Now when we start the explanation, हम बात करने वाले हैं स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ पर्सनल के बारे में. स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ पर्सनल, ये स्टेबल है? नहीं. किसी को ऐसे देखना पसंद नहीं है. क्या पसंद है? अ स्टेबल पर्सन स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. सिमिलरली इन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एवरी एम्प्लॉय शुड बी गिवन a certain time period to show their performances. Every employee should be kept for a post for a minimum fixed tenure. ये क्रिकेट मैच या सॉकर की गेम नहीं है जहां पे किसी को 2 मैचेस दिए गए, परफॉर्म नहीं किया तो आउट, करियर फिनिश. नॉट पॉसिबल. दे नीड टू बी गिवन दैट टाइम टू शोकेस देयर परफॉर्मेंसेस. इन फैक्ट, द मोमेंट देयर इज अ स्टेबिलिटी, it is a sign where employees will not leave the organization. ये जो प्रिंसिपल है, इससे एम्प्लॉय का टर्नओवर जो है वो मिनिमाइज हो जाता है and they are able to maintain efficiency. Any adhocism will create an insecurity amongst the employees. So today you are working in a Bangalore branch and suddenly in an evening a manager will call you and say, okay, go to Mumbai branch. 2 महीने वहां काम किया मुंबई ब्रांच में और उसके बाद बोला ओके गो टू दिल्ली ब्रांच. 3 दिन दिल्ली की ब्रांच में काम किया, फिर उसके बाद बोला ओके गो टू देहरादून ब्रांच. इज इट पॉसिबल? इज इट इवन जस्टिफाइड? द मोमेंट ही गेट्स एडॉप्टेबल टू अ क्लाइमेट और एडॉप्टेबल टू अ सिचुएशन, आपने तो ब्रांच ही चेंज कर दी. सो देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ अ स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ पर्सनल. नेक्स्ट वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट इक्विटी, द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इक्विटी. It states that there should be no discrimination against anyone on account of sex, religion, language or caste. कोई preferences नहीं होने चाहिए. So अगर मैं मैनेजर हूं and my surname is Rakheja, so it is not necessary that all the people who come with the surname of Rakheja I will have fondness to them. It is not done. If I have done my college from SRCC and anyone who's an SRCC graduate and working in my organization, I should have no biases towards them. So it is extremely important that there should be no discrimination. The moment this principle is implemented, there is a focus on kindness and justice. There is a focus on kindness and justice in the behavior of managers towards the workers. और जिस दिन ये हो गया, जिस दिन मैनेजर्स ने वो काइंडनेस और वो जस्टिस देना शुरू कर दिया, the workers will become loyal towards the manager as well as the organization. So get that loyalty, to get that love, to get that affection from a worker, you need to be just equated, you need not be biased towards anyone. That was principle of equity. अब हम बात करेंगे एक और प्रिंसिपल के बारे में, which is initiative. Principle of initiative is very plain and simple, and this says employees are employees, they are not puppets. They should be encouraged to think and execute plans within the prescribed limits of authority. They are not those puppets जिनको बोला जाए move left, move right, they will move left and right. In fact, an organization should encourage them. They should encourage them to think, innovative चीजें सोचें, suggest a plan and then execute a plan within the prescribed limit of authority. This is the principle of initiative. In fact, A good company will always encourage employees for feedback, suggestion and initiatives. And once these feedbacks and initiatives are taken, it will result in saving the cost and time. And now we'll talk about the last principle, esprit de corps. Esprit de corps बात करता है टीम के बारे में. टीम का मतलब together everyone achieve more. Yes, together everyone achieve more. The management should promote the team spirit, unity and the harmony. The moment team spirit, unity and harmony is promoted amongst the employees, it suddenly raises a mutual trust amongst them. In fact, एक sense of belongingness आ जाती है amongst the employees towards the company. In fact, the entire objective of this principle is to maintain the coordination amongst all the team members who are working in the organization. Remember, a manager should always replace me by we. करना क्या है? Me के M को उल्टा ही तो कर देना है. A manager should not always be talking about I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. ये कभी इंडिविजुअल एफर्ट नहीं है. ये स्विमिंग नहीं है, ये चेस नहीं है जहां पे इंडिविजुअल्स की बात करी जाए. ये क्रिकेट है, ये सॉकर है, ये बास्केटबॉल है, which is like a team sport. That is the reason a manager should always replace an I with we. And that was esprit de corps. Now we've discussed all 14 principles proposed by Henri Fayol, and these were principles of management for you. Thank you so much.